Hey y'all, so I'm super excited because the trade that I gave y'all last week on gold, it played out for well over 100 pips. Where we were at the market, we were in this area right here, and price pushed up to our 1 hour TP1 for 179 pips. So when I was telling y'all on the last call that I recorded, I was saying to look for price to come back to one of these trend lines, the green or the blue. What I saw price ended up doing, it pushed past this green trend line, and I saw right here we had two highs. That shows that that's where price was stopping at. It was a ceiling that it was hitting, so that's called resistance, because as it came to this point, it pushed back down. It was resisting that area. So it did that twice. So I drew a zone. So I know now if price pushes past these highs, breaking the highs, and it comes back to retest this area, which it did, then that we could look for price to continue pushing up rather than coming back down to this trend line. Now, when it comes to getting in trades based off zones rather than trend lines, you do want to manage where your stop loss is going to be. So for instance, if you enter right here, some people are different. Some people may do it based off pips. Some people may do it based off the previous low. Everybody's different. For me, I usually do the previous low. And what I'll do is I'll put, so say my stop loss is right here, right? What I'll do is halfway, because like I said, I'm already looking for price to go up. I'm not really anticipating for price to break through, but you have to be ready for both sides to happen. So even last week I was saying, even if price did break through, we still want to be aware of that so you're able to adapt to what the market gives you. So what I would do is I'll put another trend line right here, like halfway before my stop loss, so that I know if price was to break through this trend line, I have an alert set on this to alert me once per minute. So it's literally just going to be going off and off and off, just showing me that we're breaking past a certain area. So as y'all can see, that didn't happen. Price just came back to this zone. So it broke through this area where there was previous resistance, came back to retest it. So retesting the floor so that it can continue pushing up. And you can see based off this candle right here, this has a lot of wick. So you can see all that whole thin line that's pushing price up, showing that there's a lot of buyers coming into the market. So after that candle finished, then price just took off to TP1. Like I said, that was 180 pips. So now where we are in the market, two things. One, I did mark up GU. Well, I'm kind of in the middle of it. I'm going to go through it after I go over this gold one. And two is we have a lot of things going on, in the world. So based off the fundamentals. So if you go to Forex Factory, that's where you see the news on what's going on, because that does affect the market, when it comes to interest rates, unemployment, all of that. So today is Sunday. So we can see we have jobs opening. So it's going to come out on how many new jobs that there are. So based off this number, this will affect the market. We have non-farm employment. If y'all not sure what that stuff is, I can make some videos too. I have done in the past, but I can make some videos just for individual news, like breaking it down in simple terms so that y'all understand like what it means and how it affects the market. But we have a few things coming out. So I can see the dollar based off like the forecast on what's going on. The dollar could possibly be pushing down a little bit more, because I also looked on the DXY chart, which is the dollar. Was it on the daily or the weekly? Or was it the monthly? Okay, yeah. Okay, so right here we can see there's a high right there, a high right there. So this is a whole downtrend on that monthly. And we're in a new month, but that's overall just showing us that the dollar during the main month has been going down. Now where we're at on the weekly chart, we're in this whole area of resistance. I mean, not resistance, consolidation. So you can see price was in a sideways movement in this area. So based off what's going to happen in the news is going to show the overall direction of where the dollar is going to be. I never analyze the DXY by itself and just guess like, oh, since this is doing that, then that means GU is going to do XYZ. You always want to analyze things separately. So right now, DXY, just looking at the chart right now where it's at. Let's go to this 4 hour. We do have some divergence. Where is that arrow? Right here. So we see this is going up. This is going down, showing that there is a possible reversal coming. And then based off these lows, you can see we hit TP1. So we never know that price is going to reverse until we get a break and a retest. You see overall we're still in this downtrend. Based off this trend line, 2 points drawn into the future. This is the third time that price hit this point. So most likely price may continue to drop. We'll just have to see. But that trend line is showing me that all this divergence on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, because it's doing the opposite. This is going down while divergence is going up. I need a break and retest in order to get in for a buy. So right now I don't have a break and retest. Price is just showing me that it's still overall in that downtrend. Okay, so now let's go back to the gold. So where gold is, we also do have a lot of divergence on the 4 hour. So you can see these highs right here at the top. This high is a little bit lower than this. Meanwhile, on the chart, the high is higher than that, the previous high. And we had this huge spike up. The market just opened. But you can see it spiked up, and now sellers are coming in, pushing price down. Let's see, let's go to the 1 hour. Let me take off that. This is where I have an alert on. So since I've seen that we do have divergence and we hit TP2, let me take this off. I don't want to have too much stuff on my chart because I don't want to confuse y'all. So now we see that gold pushed up. Now we're pushing back down. And as you can see, this is a minor structure right here where there's a lot of resistance that broke through. So that's why I put a zone and I put a trend line to just let me know when price comes back to this area. So when price comes back down here, I want to see if price is going to come back down, retest, and then continue pushing back up. Or I want to see if it's going to break through to this trend line. That's why I just have alerts just to show me where price is going to go. If it comes back down to this area, what I'm going to look for is the same thing that happened right here with that wick exhaustion. And also that will be considered a higher low. So we have this low right here. If it comes back down here, it'll be looking something like that. So let me draw it out for y'all. It'll be here, wick exhaustion before pushing up. But I'll definitely be looking for a candle to have some wick exhaustion to look something like that. Yep, something like that. If price decides that it's going to go sell to this daily trend line that I have, then of course I'll be looking for a break and retest and the opposite direction, like so forth. We just gotta wait now to see what price does. What I don't do, I don't get in while price is still going. So if it's like this, like just because I see a candle pushing down, I'm not gonna automatically just hop in. Like I need a break and retest. So that's for gold. That's what I see happening. Like I said, we hit TP2. We have divergence, so that's showing us a reversal's coming. And then also I want to point out too, overall, I still have my weekly TP1 and monthly TP1 up here, but that's the higher time frame. So remember, the higher time frame takes a long time to play out. You have structures below that to take advantage of. So now that we got that done, those are the confirmations that I'm waiting for gold. Was there something else that I had analyzed before? You know, next time I'm gonna actually record while I'm doing it instead of doing it and then recording afterwards. Let's go to GU. I don't think I finished GU. I wrote notes though to make sure I didn't forget what was happening, or what my thought process was, is what I should say. So right here on the daily time frame, I say we're near this weekly level, which is this dotted line, and I also have a zone here. So we always want to look left. So looking left, you can see we have resistance that broke through and came back as a resistance again right here, and then pushed down. So now that we're near this weekly level and this zone, price could possibly push up a little bit more to that area, because that's just a key level where price hit multiple times. This is on the overall bigger structure time frame. This is the daily time frame. Let's go down. So right here on the 4 hour, this was my structure right here, point A, point B. It pulled back to 88.6, which means that we're gonna definitely hit TP2, especially since it's on the higher time frame. So we hit that, and then we also have divergence. So as you can see, this high is higher than this high right here at the bottom, but on the chart it's the opposite. So this high is actually lower than this high right here. Draw it out like that. So those are two confirmations letting me know that a reversal is going to be coming. But like I said, price could possibly push up a little bit more to this area before reversing, and we always need a break and retest before entering. So also I have this blue zone right here. So looking left, you can see this is a key area that price always came to. We had resistance, we had support, 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 and so forth. So now where price is, we broke through it, and then we came back as support right here. This is in the 4 hour time frame. So this is a low that's higher than the previous lows. Let's go to the 1 hour. So now that I know that we could potentially look for a reversal, but I said we need our break and our retest, it will be a break and a retest of the trend line. So these are 2 points that I see sticking out the most, and this is holding up support of price. So you see we have 1 point, 2 point, 3 points, 4 points. If price comes back here to retest it again, definitely looking for a buy. Okay, now there's 2 things you can do. You can take your fib from this low to wherever the high finishes creating, and then where price is, and then get out at that minor TP1. That'll be about 71 pips. Or this is another structure right here. This point to point B, 38.2. And take it up here to TP1 of that 1 hour, which is 1.28005, and that'll be about 135 pips. Now, if price breaks and retests here, 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 then of course, you'll take your fib from the high to this low. You see where price pulled back, and then take it down to either TP1. TP1 is going to hit TP1 regardless, like guaranteed. But if you see more momentum, then you can take it to TP2 at 1.25412. And that'll be about 85 to 130 pips. So that's what I see for GU. My highest probability is that it will go up a little bit more further. If not, I am prepared for the opposite to happen. What I want to do too is, where is the box? The boxy box, the box, the box, the box. There we go. So right here, just to show me that this is also a little key area too. Yeah, that can consider my 30. So we can see, looking left, that this was a lot of resistance. I feel like I'm all close to the camera, like a lot of resistance. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be pushing down a little bit more further. If you like to dive in, sometimes I like to go in on a smaller time frame just to see. So you can see it hit 61.8. That's right there. So it's reversing now. So yeah, I want to see what price does at this trend line right here. And yeah, once that's done, then I will have my fib enter on that retest. That will be the first retest, just whatever it does at this trend line, because this is holding up overall the majority of price. Another entry could be also once price breaks through this purple trend line. That could be another entry as well. It goes like here, here, here. Because then we'll be creating a higher low. This low will be higher than this low, showing a continuation of an uptrend. All right, hope that helps you guys. I'm getting all tongue twisted. Hope that helped y'all. If you need more support, definitely click the link in the bio. And this was for GU and gold. So make sure to set your alerts. Alerts are the most important because you don't want to be sitting on your screen or your phone all day. And when you mark up, don't mark up on your phone. Mark up on your computer. All right, bye.